Hi guys, Janet Rangi, welcome to this video. Okay, we are going to elevate our standards at the American Embassy. This is a quick video because I know Monday, no one wants to stay here and watch videos. Everyone is going to work. We are all nervous. We want Monday to go by. But very quickly, how to elevate your standards at the American Embassy to improve your chances of getting a visa. Let me start by explaining this. Many of us, we prepare ourselves. Okay, why is my hair looking too big today? I might have to tie it. Looks too big. But I love big hair. Don't get me wrong. Me and my big hair. Sorry, guys. Or let me just leave it the way it is. It's okay. You know what? How to elevate your standards at the American Embassy. Okay. Let me tell you one secret. I'll be honest. Some of us, we go to the embassy thinking they are going to ask us a million questions. How did you reach here? How did you get this school? Why did you apply this course? How are you going to pay? How? So we go there, we're expecting that. And so if they ask us two questions, we feel like, okay, these people, you know what? They didn't even care about me. That is what is happening because there's an expectation. You're expecting that the embassy is going to ask you so many questions. So let us not have that attitude. Let us go in the embassy knowing that we have to sell ourselves. The word is sell. You understand? With the American embassy, I want you to go there thinking you'll sell yourself. And I see your comments. Someone is saying having a strong desire to succeed. I like when you come in, sometimes I have to watch the comments because maybe some of you can't hear me and I'm busy. I'm busy talking and you can't hear me. Sorry, guys. It's winter time. You can tell. It's very cold. Huh? I need to change the temperature in my house. Don't go there expecting that they are going to ask you many questions. Because when they ask you one question, you feel like, they didn't even care. They asked me on one. No, 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 no. We are going to the embassy knowing that we are going to sell ourselves. What does selling mean? It means it's your responsibility to sell yourself. It's your responsibility to convince those people to give you a visa. Now, why am I, telling you this? Let's go to the resume. And you say, Janet, how am I supposed to elevate my resume? We only put in a DS 160, and then, they'll ask me one or two questions. Where's the opportunity for me to put in my resume? There are many opportunities, but they start with that DS 160. Now, when you feel DS 160, many of you are going to feel it. Many of you have, okay? Some of you have been denied before, but some of you have. You know what I'm talking about. There's that section of work experience. There's that section of education. Okay? I want you to pay attention to me. Okay? Apart from making sure everything is correct. For me, when I'm making applications for clients, I'm telling you, my eye is like a hawk. If they are here listening, they know. I don't play. Like they are there. 3 people are holding the passport. Those numbers have to be correct to the T. Date of birth, city of birth. So clerical error in Janet Rangi, absolutely nothing. That is one area I make sure are perfect. There are things in life that you have to be perfect. When you have an opportunity, you have perfect. Why am I saying elevate your resume? Because if you have a spelling error, you're already telling them your resume is down. You do not have the ability to even go to school. Sorry. I'm just telling you how people can read minds. Just one word, one spelling error. They will think probably you do not, know how to do these things. So let us elevate our standard. We know very well, maybe, of course, it was just a clerical error. But it was not intentional. It was a clerical error. Don't we know that? Okay. So we are going to make sure those little things. By the way, you think that is not elevating your resume, it is. Making a simple mistake as a passport number shows carelessness. You're careless. You're careless. Janet Ranki people are not careless. Can I just tell you the truth? They are careless. You're careless. You should not write the wrong date of birth. You should not write the wrong passport number. They denied me. They asked me, maybe they even looked and they just, because they know that is a very, very important. You can miss an address. They don't care. People move all the time. You can miss an address, a street address. That is okay. Okay. But people at your level, coming for a PhD, coming for a master's, coming for a bachelor's, going to a community college, you cannot make clerical errors. And by the way, they happen. Human is to error. So they will look at the total picture. But if they see that, and then they see this, and then your resume is. So as here, we are going to make sure, first of all, simple things like clerical errors are eliminated completely. Zero. In my application, even if I go to the embassy, any application I make in the United States, that area I make sure. If that computer has a place for me to check spellings, I always check because I know that will say impressions about me. I've made mistakes even on my website, but no one is judging me. If I know someone is going to make a decision based on my writings, someone is going to make a decision, okay, give me a job, give me a visa, I am going to make sure I check, counter check my resume, counter check my application. We are not going to make those mistakes. They will say, oh, it's normal to make mistakes. No, you've already put your resume down. Okay, so let's start there. But there's this section. Let's go back to that section that says previous education, current education. Okay, let us not mix. Okay, if we choose to continue with the same level of education, can we just have a story? I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, because sometimes you want to choose a different course, and therefore maybe you have a diploma but you want to do a diploma. In that case, be ready to tell a story and don't expect them to say, maybe they've already made a decision. So plan in your head how you are going to communicate that information. Okay, you say, okay, so so what are you saying? Oh, by the way, just before you go to the next question, I wanted to make it clear that I know you saw me I did a diploma here, and I'm going to do a diploma here. You know what? It's very intentional, because my plan is to do this. My plan is to become a nurse, because that's what I always wanted. I didn't want to become a plumber. Okay, my goal has always been to be a pilot, although I'm in business administration. So I don't want you to think like, I didn't see that. I saw that. So squeeze that. But for the most part, probably you not have that opportunity. Okay. Okay. But I see lawyers, I see people who are very educated going to community colleges. So obviously they are looking at the big picture. We don't know how the embassy is going to present. So we are going to do a good job. That area of education, let it speak why you are going here. If it's a bachelor's, of course, you are going a master's. If it's a master's, probably a second master's or a PhD. This second master's, also be very careful. Do you have to open a can of worms? Do you have to release that information? No, and I don't have to be releasing everything. But of course, you want to give everything using the best of your knowledge. So you have to think and see, what are your chances here? Okay. Don't questions rotate there. Okay. I see you have a diploma here. You're wanting to go bachelor's. Why can't you do bachelor's here? You see, you have to be ready. Okay, I see you have this master's in this. Why are you doing this master's in ready? So that section be ready to make sense. Okay, education is very important in that section, because they are paying attention to what you're going to do next and what you've done. And now let's come down here. You see there's a resume, big one. A continuation of the same course speaks volumes. You know what you want, but that does not mean you can never change. Again, have a story to tell. It's an assumption that they will ask you these questions. They might not. So you be prepared that if they don't, that application should speak volumes. In fact, my assumption is, let me tell you, my assumption is always that they are not going to ask me anything. So how about I present that opportunity where they have the paperwork before I show up? Okay. Now, let me just go into details a little bit on how to elevate that resume. That section of work section, briefly state what you do. You will see that. Briefly state what you do. Okay. Let me see the comments. Maybe some of you can't hear me now. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Helen is like, hello. Okay. So I guess you can hear me. That section. Okay. I will use some of you. Okay. Teacher. Okay. Teaching student curriculum and designing blah, blah, blah. Okay. How much do you earn? This much. And your bank statement looks heavy. Guess what? Let me elevate you as a teacher, because you seem not to be doing all the work. When you just say a teacher, the first impression, they're saying, I've lived in this country. There are some countries where teachers earn very well, but maybe your country, they've lived there and they don't see teachers earning very well. And they're wondering how a teacher is going to educate themselves in America. Now elevate that. Teacher, stroke, investor. And let me give you investor, because your statement is reading millions. Maybe, or let's say maybe your statement is reading 35,000 US dollars, right? Maybe it could be from savings. So how about you say a teacher stroke investor? And then you say the resume about teaching briefly. And then you say how you bought stocks in Safaricom, how you bought stock in telecommunication. You understand? So that, and then you saved with a circle that is appreciating at a rate of 5%. In the last 6 years, it has given you some gains in your investments. Same person, okay? That is what I do. Same person, but Janet Ranki's style has been elevated. Are you understanding? Are you understand? Because if I just a teacher, in my mind, if I'm the embassy, I'm thinking I've been in this country. I don't see how a teacher can raise enough money to educate themselves with those American dollars. But if I were to add teacher stroke investor, okay, I've elevated myself. And that money, although I saved within the last 15 years, it's there. Okay? It's there, whichever way the bank statement is strong. So don't say you're a teacher and then there are these millions that cannot be explained. Elevate your investor. Investor is a very rich person, not rich always, but you know what I mean. An investor can invest however much they want and they can earn however much they want. You understand? Okay. Let's use another example. Farmer. Okay? With the dealing with cash crops, corn, or here you call maize, beans, avocados, wherever. Good. And then, I've been in this country and I don't think, unless someone is Delamere Farms, farming in the thousands and selling yogurts and ice creams, I don't know that these farmers do very well to educate a child in America. Okay? This is what I'm going to do. Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. And I'm going to look for the spellings, American spellings for entrepreneur. It's a very difficult word. Business owner. And so, Janet, I'm a farmer. No, I'm not going to start with the title farmer. I know what is in their mind. Human psychology, I am not. I am not. I am going to elevate myself. Or can you say, but you're lying? I am not. Pay attention. I am not. You understand? I am not. Excuse me. I deal with buying fertilizers and distributing. Farming equipment, fertilizers, seedlings. Okay? And I coordinate the cash crops between, I am a broker, entrepreneur. I connect the farmers to the big restaurants in the city. Okay? Making sure that the eggs and tomatoes and beans. Am I lying? I didn't lie. All of a sudden, the same farmer has become an entrepreneur, has become a business owner. The presentation, words matter. Give yourself more credit than you do. And I know you're entrepreneurs. That's why you have that money. In fact, one day I was on Facebook, or maybe I looked in one of the groups and someone was saying, I thought that was interesting. Can someone explain to me why these people in the big city, okay, complain they have no money when the people in the villages have educated their children in the best universities? And where does this money come from? Think about that statement. Think about that statement. Okay? And if you look at their paychecks, those in the cities, they had a lot of money. And you would think these ones in the farms don't. My friend, they earn more than the ones in the city. Have you ever thought about that? Even me, I had to think about that. It took me time to think about that. You understand? Me having grown up on the farm, I had to think. And I said, why did we used to admire these people in Nairobi and who are doing very well, who are more richer than them? I had to think hard, like no one had told me that. It's true. It's true. And maybe when I'm going to college, I'm meeting these people who are feeling very elevated and everything, and me, I'm doing better than them. But it's in our mind not to interpret like that. Okay, so next time you look at those people in the farm, most likely they're earning more money than the Nairobians. The people that were in the or people in Accra or people in Abuja, wherever, Malawi, Blantyre, you understand? So, what am I saying? Of course, if you're in a big city and you're an entrepreneur, you're probably doing very well. And the salaries are big compared to those people who live in rural areas. But they have investments in their farms. They have investments in cash crops. They have investments in agricultural products that at the end of the year, when you do the math, they earn better than the people in the cities by far. Not even close. Okay? So now I'm saying boost your resume. Boost your resume. You understand? Boost your resume by choosing your words carefully. Okay. And I want you to coordinate. Please coordinate your bank statement and the application. Let everything make sense. Let If I'm to look at that bank statement and what you're saying here, these two should be matching. Either should be seeing teacher salary in or investment coming in. You see what I mean? This investment that you're claiming, if it gives you dividends or it gives you some outcomes of about 3,000 US dollars per year or per month, let us see that. So, Janet, what do you do? Okay, I will probably put a bank statement here and then my application here, and I'll work from here to here. The problem that you do, you finish, you submit, and then you bring this. Hey, one question. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you. But with Janet, okay, as always, I want to leave you better than you found me. Okay, I've just said a point there. Okay, how about we do that? And that is my recommendation. You don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Okay. How do I know this? I don't have to work there. I know what I do for a living. Okay. Yeah. If you know, if you do the same thing over and over and over again, you have many ways of looking at situations and knowing which the right questions to ask. Okay. So, are you understanding how to elevate yourself at the embassy? First of all, give yourself more credit than you do. Most of you don't give yourself a lot of credit the way you should. And I believe you should. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay. And I don't know that I'll be able to go through my questions. Tomorrow is Monday for me also. I want to go and sleep early. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. Hey, Janet. Who is that? Stevenson, chosen one. Okay. South Africa is represented by KH Man. Okay. Live from UG. My desire for success. I love you. I love you. Jemima, always. We love you. Peace. We are loving you from Uganda. Andrew, as always. Okay. You're in class. Okay, let me prepare a question. Yes, Edward, true talk, very nice. Valentino, very nice. Peace, much love. Okay, yes. Okay, chosen one. And Helen, okay, thank you so much for coming. Janet, if my spouse and kids come on F2 visa, is my wife allowed to work full time or also limited to 20 hours per week? In fact, she's not allowed to work. Okay. Hi, Janet. I am a Ugandan, but the children can go to school and she can change to F1 if she wants to. Okay. Hi, Janet. I am a Ugandan and working in Saudi Arabia. Have applied for the green card lottery, but found out that the US embassy is 6 hours drive and I've lost hope. What do you mean? Working in Saudi Arabia, have applied for green card lottery, but found out that the US embassy is 6 hours drive and I've lost hope. Why will you lose? Everything is online. Is anyone understanding his question? I love you. I love you. Why would you need the embassy on a DV lottery? Or when you win? 6 hours away is hard. Sorry, I don't understand the culture there and your transportation system. Someone please help him if you are in that culture or that environment. Isabel, hi Janet, God increase and multiply you for the good work you're doing. Keep enlightening us and I will not stop. Thank you so much. This is where I get my breath every day. Okay. All right. Well, I get oxygen, but I get you too. Okay. Thanks, Janet. Who is that, James? As always, for being helpful, can one pay $17 per year university through work? In your view, which tuition range can? Yes, you can. Depends which state you go to. Yes, you can. Yes. Okay. If you have roommates or you have family housing, you have social ties, people will help you. Very possible. The answer is absolutely yes. Okay, Janet, let's trust the process. God bless you. Kwa kujitolea, very nice, Lydia. I love you for that comment. Okay. Prince, what are you saying? Good morning, Janet. Thank you so much for coming, Prince. Laureen, hi, Janet. I know I'm out of the topic. My husband has been in the what is caution and interior of cars and chairs. Can he get a job when he get a green card to America? You are worrying about the wrong thing, Lorraine. Jobs are never a problem. So good question, wrong worries. You should be worrying about winning. The rest will fall in place. Lillian, good morning. My dear Janet, good job. And by the way, Laureen, any job, there are many jobs. You'll find that he will have other jobs that will be paying him better than that. But if that is what he enjoys, he'll make it happen at some point. Okay? Once he settles down. Okay. Van, how are you? Janet, I'm told getting F2 visa is hard. Watching live from Kuwait. My family got it, so I don't know how hard it is. I think when you present all of you together, and the embassy is not seeing enough finances. But let's say one person comes, goes to school, first semester, gets good grades, demonstrates that they are paying, demonstrates very strong financial ties and doing a good job, and the university does good grades, because they will report, if they are sending the I-20 for the people who are home, they will report the progress of the students right now. And if it shows good grades, good finances, I don't see why they should deny. That is one thing I've never known. If some of you, I know you are big on Twitter, some of you, go on Twitter and question it. Because sometimes many people wait for changes to happen when you are the change. Question. Personally, I question that. Okay. What is the point of approving F1 if you cannot approve F2? Because to me, it's a human rights issue. So go to those human rights pages and tell them to advocate for such a thing. It has never made sense for me. It will never make sense to me. Okay, especially now, if they ask you to present the statement and you don't, then that is a problem. Or you present as a whole group and they are thinking there's not enough money. But let's say a student has come to the United States. I know they are trying to follow the law that probably they suspect your intent is not to go back. And they have a right to think like that. Then they should never have given that student in the first place, because personally, this is sad, but I don't see why. That's why I will never do these jobs. Canada does it online. I don't know how a human being can deny a mother with a 1-year-old a visa to come and see the father. Let's not talk about that. Does it make sense to any human being listening to me here? A mother shows up with a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old crying, and they have the nerve to deny. I respect them for that. I've never understood. I will never understand. It brings tears in my eyes. I don't like that topic. Okay. Hi, Janet. I'm out of topic. I answered that. Okay, Lillian. Good morning, my dear Janet. Good job. Okay. Okay, Van is saying that, Janet, I'm told getting F2, you are the one who asked me a difficult question. Don't ask me very touchy topics. I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. Anne, how are you, Anne? Hi, Janet. Watching from Kenya, as we are suffering because of Canadian embassy, they are not giving us visa now on green card. What do you mean they are not giving? And by the way, right now there is a lot of hope. I think the American embassy is doing good. They've really improved their services. We have to give them credit where credit is due. Okay, we have noticed they are doing good. They are working hard. They are catching up with appointments. Okay, they are doing a lot of things online. Actually, I feel like the pandemic is making them stronger. So we have to congratulate them. Okay, they've done a good job. At least we are seeing those changes. People who are trying to get appointments, now they are getting appointments. And for some reason, more visas are being approved. If you didn't know, just do a good job, pray. But that from what I'm seeing, more visas are being approved this season. Okay, yeah. All right, Cecilia. Hi, Janet. Thanks for elevating us on high. That gives us hope of getting visas in the first attempt. God bless you abundantly. Continue with your great work. Hey, Cecilia, very nice. That's a very nice comment. Yes. First attempt. Let's try and get it the first time by doing the right thing. Of course, we know not all of us do that. Sometimes we are nervous. Sometimes we present weak applications just because it was hard to get these appointments. And your application is weak, but you still go there anyway. So I've always understood that situation. Janet, I want it quick, quick, quick. And you go for a cheaper course, or you go for a community college when you should have gone for a university, or go for an English program when you should have taken time probably to put in more effort. So I understand those things. Sometimes we are nervous. We want to get our solutions quicker, but sometimes slow but sure. Okay. Violet, good morning, Janet. I am Nigerian, but a registered nurse in Malaysia. Can I relocate USA as a nurse assistant and then later become USA RN? Good question. Okay, so let me spend a few minutes from there. I think I mentioned this in one of the videos, and I've been watching this very closely. I think for the last 3 or 4 months, I used to get people, Janet, I hear nurse assistants are going to America. And then I used to question people that come to me. Okay, have you paid attention to hear what these people are telling you? What kind of visa are going to give you? And then they told me, I think they're saying EB3, EB3. And the knowledge I had about EB3 was kind of dinosaur knowledge. So I needed to go and clean my cobwebs and read. So me, I go do my research as always. Then I went and updated my knowledge, and I found out no, because initially me, I knew EB3, how nurses come, or other professionals, 3 to 4 years of education are must. And so I was wondering, a nursing assistant and these scammers, why would you tell people you're coming on EB3 when EB3, the requirement is you have to have an employer in the United States and your education has to be 3 to 4 years? Oh no, I went to refresh. I realized that I was behind news. Then I realized they're bringing people on experience, like unskilled workers or something. So I read that. I saw, oh, now I see why people are talking about nurse assistant. So it looks like it's true. Now let me answer your question. Okay, Violet, it depends. If it's a time issue, and let's say they are saying, nurse assistant, come, and the green card is going to be given in 6 months, I can see myself doing that quickly. Point number one is time frame. How long does it take for me to come as a nursing assistant versus coming as a registered nurse? From some of the information I have, nursing assistant is just taking as long, 18 months. I have a sister-in-law who went to India, passed the exam. As soon as she passed that exam, in 6 months, she was in America. So for me to do that, number one, they have to have that advantage of maybe time. I don't want to wait too long. Number two, if I'm that nurse who is scared of doing examinations, and this is a pathway for me to come, I will come, because I'm not sure that I'll ever pass the NCLEX, and it's not good to have that mindset. So that when I come in, I'll prepare the NCLEX from here. Then good deal. That is how Janet slices. That is how I slice my decisions. Okay? To me, those are two main factors to consider. If there's no advantage in time frame, why would I come as a nurse assistant when I can come as a registered nurse? Higher salary and not feeling misused. Right? Because both of them are giving you green cards. So why would I choose to come less when I can come more? Okay? If I have attempted NCLEX and I've never passed, I will go for that one. So in other words, smart nurses who know they can conquer the NCLEX, go the nursing route. Those who are not sure and shaky, nurse assistant, get in here. But prepare yourself psychologically. However experienced you are going to go down and do that. Okay? And because of the green card, I will not care. A green card. And let me just tell you some of the comments I used to hear from the nurses who had come. Oh, the agents are slashing money. They are just giving us small money compared to these traveling nurses. I think they are misusing us. Nurses are complaining. I say, you, very less thankful. Never complain. Yes, they don't say, Janet, why are you saying never complain? So long as it's a contract that is less than 3 years, you've been brought and a green card has been put in your pocket. Me complain of salary? Hey, no. My children are coming to America. My spouse is coming to America. I'm busy complaining of the salary. I am not. I am going to design my plans. If I wanted to do masters, if I wanted to start a business, if I wanted to go to school for something else, I am going to put in my 3 years. I will have my green card. I will always thank those agencies for bringing me to America on a green card. That is how life becomes. My first job, I signed a contract, $23 an hour. Those people have taken me places. $23 an hour. That was my contract. My first job. Look behind me. Look behind me. People who have no hope, those people will keep doing the same things. They're the ones who complain. Look behind me. Let's see the fruits. People who thank God for what they get look like this. They know what they are in for. They plan for that, and they elevate them. They elevate themselves. They elevate themselves. They elevate themselves. I should never hear a nurse complaining about salaries and they have a green card. Everything will be taken away from you. Maybe I'm just a different human being. I will never complain about a green card. Someone that gave me a green card, I will never, ever, ever. The employer that brought me here, I will not. Okay? You have goals. You have to have a goal. You have to have a vision. If you have a limited vision, that is why this little money matters. But if you have bigger visions, you have bigger plans, that money will not matter. You will see the big picture. You will look in the future. You will not look today. Most of you want to find satisfaction today, and that is why you suffer the consequences. But I hope I helped you, Violet. Don't you think that answer is good? That is how I'll make my decision. The time frame and the exam. If the time frame is the same, I will go the RN route. I am not coming as a nurse assistant. Period. Does it make sense for you? This one is taking 18 months. This one is taking 18 months. I'm coming as a registered nurse. I can't pass the NCLEX nurse assistant first. Let me get in there, and then I will plan and try 3 times. But I'm sharp. I'm sharp like Janet, who passed the NCLEX within less than 30 days. RN. Okay? And that is final. That is how I'll make my decision. Hoping that all these things are authentic. Okay? It's a problem though. Eventually, it will catch up with them. This United States has labor laws. You cannot intentionally be hiring people less than knowing that they are more qualified. But that is your decision with the employer, though. It has nothing to do with us. It's your choice, okay? All right. Also, can I get the visa from Malaysia, or have I to go back to Nigeria? If you have residence in Malaysia, they can serve you. Especially now with the pandemic, I think they understand people getting visas from anywhere in the world. We have people in the Middle East, they never go home. I have people in Europe, they never go home. They just go. I have people in India, they never go home. If you have, but now if you're visiting, it can be tricky. But if you have residency there, you have a work permit. Yeah, that is your home. That is your address. Hi, Janet from Kenya. Good work here. Okay. I hope Violet from Nigeria helped you, but you're in Malaysia. Good luck with your decisions. Doreen, thank you, Janet, for the first-hand information. You're amazing. Thank you very much for coming. Josephine. Hi, Janet. I'm Josephine from Uganda. Thanks for that great work. If I'm a beautician with a diploma, is it possible for me to come on my studies? Beautician, what kind of level? Is it just a certificate program, or is it associate's degree? You are the kind that has a problem with the embassy. Sometimes they look at education, okay? Let me tell you, the strongest candidate that gets a student visa, the strongest candidate is usually this person that is coming for a master's program, has done GRE or has done some IELTS, has done some exams, and has demonstrated a very good financial ability. Okay, to me, that usually stands the highest chance. The people who have the lowest chance are usually the people that didn't do very well in high school, like your situation here. So if I were you, I would start considering things that will make it easy for me. Okay, in your case, me, I'll consider visiting. I'll probably choose a conference in beautician to come and learn. Right? And of course, you watch Janet. I love you, Josephine. Okay, producer, I helped my wife apply for the lottery as a single mother of a 3-month-old baby. In case she wins for the interview, can I write a consent letter and attach my ID, allowing her to travel with the child? Producer, yes. Or because you have a very good job there, you don't accompany your wife? Well, you seem to be very supportive. In that case, the embassy will not have a problem because the family is working as a team. Okay. And you have your own reasons, of course, why you want to stay behind. Maybe you can share or you can't. Okay. Most people want to come as a family. But maybe you have a good business, you have something going on that you cannot. But single, producer, single, wife. You're calling her wife. I'm confused though. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I understand. You're in a different country. Okay. That's single. Do you plan to choose marriage? Anyway, when that time comes, book a consultation. Hey, I've learned. There's no single day I do a consultation, especially with the embassy, without everyone that is coming for a consultation. There's one thing they say these days. Janet, when you say these things in the videos, it looks like you're just saying, because I give general knowledge and everyone says, Janet, I asked that question. It looked simple and you answered. I felt like my answers had been, I feel so good. I came for this consultation. Because when I'm answering the question. I am not answering the whole application. Trust me, trust me. When we open that application, the things that Janet sees, it takes me 1 minute and I've seen it. Okay, all right. So all of you have a good week. If you need any help with your applications, janetrangi67@gmail.com or janetrangi.com. My numbers are there, my emails are there. Okay, but basically we have info@janetrangi.com, but that is very hard. It's a business email. Okay, no one can ever replicate that. Okay, that URL is taken, janetrangi.com. Okay, that one is taken. So if it's info@janetrangi.com, okay, but the good news, whichever email you use, they merge together. They all come in the same pipeline. Okay, so if you go on the website, you see the emails there, fine. If you see the numbers there, you can always confirm with our faces. You can always confirm with the voice. Never give money without confirmation. Never go on WhatsApp. Hey, yeah. This is Janet Rang. No, for what? In this day and age, even when you go down here in the comment section, there might be someone who loves Janet. They know that Janet is prime. They'll pretend to be me, and then you just go blindly. Now, not these days. Scammers are very broke people these days. I like how America has tightened the belt. They are very poor these days. All those people that were enjoying and building mansions, they are very poor. They can only come and spy on some of you who are not careful. But in terms of coming to America and taking advantage of the American system, I'm telling you, every account in America now has a 2 or 3 steps, and I'm loving it. You log in, every account in America these days, confirmation code. Confirmation code. So you cannot say, oh, let me guess this. You guess the password, yes, you get in. But now next is you have to have that phone, or you have to have that person's email. So there are 3, 4 steps before you get in people's accounts. So scammers are dry, very dry. And I feel sorry for them, but it's time to look for jobs and go to school. Go work hard like everyone else. I know you. Thank you so much for coming. And don't never spend time on scammers. This world, everywhere there are scammers. I see people spending a lot of time as if it will change anything. The embassy struggles with scammers. The immigration struggles with scammers. Why would an individual spend time on scammers? I don't. You cannot spend time on scammers. You do your thing. 90% of the people know who you are. These little people here that will be not very smart enough to be stolen, it is what it is. Okay, Jemima, okay, that's very, very true. We are already in USA. Okay, thank you, lady. Okay, hey, Janet. Diana, what are you saying? Jemima, we are going so far. Thank you. You guys are talking among yourselves. Hell, I got a 19-year-old experience in the insurance sales done certificate of proficiency in insurance, which helped me operate an agency in Kenya by diploma in business management. Okay. That's good, but you didn't ask the question. Which is the best way? Okay, you had to continue. 19 years in insurance sales. So either you come for a bachelor's degree and say you've always seen people getting promotions, but for you, you have the experience, but you are just never going out there because you don't have that university education. So you're going for a bachelor's degree. Alternatively, you can come and learn more through a conference and see and also tour. Okay. Okay. Someone says, Janet, you can really make a good actress. Thank you. Okay. I don't know what you see, but thank you. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes, I can be funny too, by the way, if you didn't know. Do I put my online certificates on my resume? No. On my online certificates? Yes. It's education, don't you think? Yes. Start respecting online education. Everything doesn't have to be brick and mortar just because it has a brick. Okay. How you're getting knowledge through Janet more than a classroom? Does it make a difference whether I was standing in front of you or something? So even so, these Western societies, they're starting to get over that. For the longest, they really had um, they used to undermine online education until the pandemic happened and the respect came. So those schools who had adapted, those schools that have been doing online for a long time, now they were way ahead. These other ones were starting to design these systems. And then they realized, oh no, these things can just be the same. Oh, questions are coming. I better go. Me, I didn't prepare. I thought it was gonna be 15 minutes. Hey, okay. How about study gap of 7 years after high school? Is there a chance? Not good. Stay busy. I'm sure you volunteered. Look in your life, there are things you did. You get the point. Rosalind, do I never have a gap of more than 30 days when it comes to the American government anyway? Do I put my online certificates? Yes. Once I will meet you and talk to you, Patrick. Okay. Okay. As I said yesterday in my video, sometimes I feel like I'm non-existent because I don't meet human beings. It will be nice to meet you though, Patrick. You are one of my subscribers. Subscribe, like Janet Ranki videos. Okay. We are growing every day. Okay. Very soon we'll be 50. By the end of the next 100,000 is coming. Keep watching. You'll see that number coming. It's on the way. Okay. Janet, what is a good major besides nursing? If I have a green card. First of all, start with your interest. What do you love doing? And then go, if you don't have any interest, then look for the money. Which ones are giving you good money? Look at your abilities. Are you good in the sciences? Are you good in the arts? Okay. There are too many. If you are in healthcare, I'm competent in healthcare, so I know so many healthcare courses. Okay. In business, by the way, finance is a good one. You understand? Business analytics, it's because now the demand, many schools, universities are offering that. It's getting saturated. Janet, okay, is driving a car easy in USA because everyone is driving? Yes. To me, it is. Not because the roads can be scary because they are massive. There are so many, overpass, and they are wide, and sometimes you have 7 lanes, one direction, and it can look dangerous, but because everyone is following the law and they are well marked, they are well painted, it makes it easy. I don't know if that answer is true. It can be scary. Speaking of me, I drove in California. It's no joke. Okay. And sometimes parking, when you are still new in this country and parking is in a big building, like 8 floors, and everything is just going like this. Actually, the car is not going like this, it's going like this. And you're a new girl in America and you have to go park on 8th floor. You can imagine when my gas is going up like this and I have to go around. And this thing is here. The wall is here. I keep on driving the car. I'm thinking it's going to scratch my head. So there are those scary moments. California has many hills and mountains, and the roads can be this, and the steep is right there. Okay. And there are people with a Bugatti behind you going like this, following you like this. And I like them for that, because when you're driving, they have a place where you can rest because of stress. Did you hear me that? Yes, you heard me right. In California, there were stress-free zones, whereby if someone is following you too fast and the meandering road is too scary, you can just, of course, Janet used to use that. And then I put my hands on the steering and I breathe. And then I continue. Okay. Yeah. And sometimes in California, you are now on 5,000 elevation. Like that is okay. Going down, all the red lights are on. Why? Because everyone is on the brake, but still going at 80 miles an hour. And I mean, it's like 8 lanes going down and everyone is going at 80 miles. At home, that is like 130 wherever you're on your cars. And it's this, and it's this. And there are big trucks beside on this and on this side. You can't go wrong. And by the way, you can never go wrong with driving in America. If you go wrong, it's death. So just learn how to follow the rules. It's a country of rules. You cannot play. You make one mistake, it's death. Understand that. It's unforgiving. Because they just follow the law. When I'm doing this, I know that no one is going to mess up. So everyone believes that every driver is competent, okay? But I enjoy it. I love it, okay? All right. Janet, what is a good major besides nursing? I answered that. Emmanuel is driving a car easy. It's up to you. Good roads, yes. No potholes. Clean, well marked. Yeah. GPS, my best gadget. Okay. Janet, I'm here to appreciate the good work you do. I've been following closely. My role is to refer people, okay, to you and to tell them to watch till the end. I love you. Thank you so much, Jolie. You see, I love that. Sharing, telling people, word of mouth. Online, social media is still word of mouth. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, which visa is easier? There's never an easier visa. It's for you to prove that you qualify. Okay. Lynette, hi Janet, please do a video of cheap cosmetology community colleges. Oh, there are many. I don't know that I need to do a video on that, but they are there. Thank you for that. I'll consider that. Raphael, hey Janet, I am 2023 winner from Kenya. Congratulations. Can you be my host or help me getting a host, please? I will pay the bill. So I know you watch my video. Some of you, you are like that. I still have the names of the host. For me to find you again, I always tell people consultation is the best way to get Janet. And people think probably it's the money. No, I don't know how to find you. Okay, I just don't know how to find you again. I see this one, there was a horse, I see this one. But in the morning when I wake up, I'm working with a list of people who have done consultations. And then I go to my personal life. Honestly, do you think I'll remember you? You see? So that is how it happens. Yeah. But in terms of me, I fear people. Did I tell you a video? It's not easy for you to believe because you see me on the computer every day, but it's possible. Like I can do a video, but I can't do a picture. I can't do a picture. It scares me, someone taking my picture. So I can't explain. In terms of human beings, I fear human beings. You see? And so I hide here. This is like my I hide here. I'll be honest, I hide here. Ask Americans who know Janet, you will not find many. They will never see me in Dallas. They will never see me in Houston. They'll never see me anywhere. So I hide. Okay? But I'll think about it. But you come, we look for a host. But thank you so much for following. Okay? Congratulations for winning. Okay? Anyone listening, please help us. Come to Janet, say you want a host. Okay? All right. Emmanuel, Janet, can I get F1 visa with my documents, diploma in theology, high school degree, and now pursuing a short course in animal grooming? Again, it's by the way, if you're having problems with this application, that's why Janet is there. These questions are good, but they are not going to answer everything. Sometimes if you want us to do everything, janetrangi67@gmail.com. I can tell. Even people who are very educated, one of them said, Janet, searching for these schools hard. I couldn't believe it. And I agreed with her because I'm the one who searches for those schools. And they look obvious until you start looking for what you require and what they require. Okay. Vincent, hi Janet, talk about nurses who is non-US citizen taking fiance to the States, just joined in. Okay. All right. Thank you. I will do that. Mercy, Janet, thank you so much for that. You do have an idea what it means. We really appreciate Mercy. Thank you for that comment. I didn't read it clearly, but thank you. Henry, hey Janet, thanks a lot for your educative information. How much money do a single person need to start life in USA? It's a land of dreams. I came with $200 in my pocket. So do you have support systems? Start there. But if you want to come with your own money, come with as much as you can. I don't know. Every immigrant has a story. I came with $200 in my pocket. Look behind me. Merci beaucoup. Kwaherini. Asanteni sana. Muchas gracias. Until the next video, I will see you again. Okay? Zikomo. Kwaherini. Okay? I love you so much. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. See you in the next video, guys. Love you guys. Dixon, thank you. Emmanuel, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.